Hi everyone, and welcome to this new movement practice. Today is our movement practice number 10 and is the 28th of June. Actually, it's our last movement practice live before the holidays. We will see us anyway during the holidays, probably I will send some post or something, but I won't be live because I want to honor the possibility to spend time with my family. So welcome to this new movement practice. Today, we will move from our connective tissue, from fascia. Why am I so excited about it? I love fascia because for me, it's what makes us a whole. Fascia, or also said connective tissue, it's I will explain briefly. It's like a net of fibers which have also different consistency. They can be more fluid or more resistant, more structured. They have different structure because they have also different functionality inside our body. And the fascia is really everywhere. I will use fascia or connective tissue independently because they are the same thing. So if you look at the muscle, for example, and you look at the little cell, the little fiber of the muscle, that is surrounded by connective tissue. And bunch of fibers of muscles are also surrounded by connective tissue. And the muscle itself is surrounded by connective tissue. And this connective tissue is so important because it's not only supporting the effort of our muscle, but it's also distributing the effort of our muscles. Not only, it's also connected to bones, to organs, to the rest of our body, so that it's bringing also this movement, for example, of the muscles, also to the rest of the other structures of our body. Not only, it surrounds all our organs, it surrounds also the lymphatic system and our circulatory system. So we are more fascia than other things, I would say. And if we would lose all our organs, all the bones and the muscles, everything, and take off our clothes made of skin, let's say, we would see still ourselves, more or less, because the fascia is what is giving us shape. So it's giving the shape, it's supporting us, it's supporting our organs, it's supporting movement and distributing movement, and also bringing communication, not only of movement, but also of other substances through our body. So it has really such an important role in us, in our body. And when we have pain, can be that there is a shrinking of the fascia, of the connective tissue, or can be that let's say the connective tissue is not such in a good shape. It's not really healthy. And so taking care of our fascia, or knowing at least that how we are made, and that we have this fascia which has such a beautiful and important role in our body, I would say that it's something that we should take into consideration. So this said, briefly, and not so briefly, but there is so much to say, fascia is what is giving us a sense of connectedness. It's when we talk about being a whole, being one, is this fascia. also this fascia is bringing us this feeling. And we can also use the fascia, imagining the fascia, trying to see if I can feel this connectedness in the movement to feel more connected. Yeah, it's like one of the steps that we can take to feel whole, to feel one. So today we will explore fascia. We will explore our connective tissue. We will explore how we can move being connected to the fascia. So let's see how we can do it. Yeah. So one moment. So we can start from a sitting or standing position, or also laying down, as you prefer. And you can close your eyes or keep them open. I would say that closing the eyes is it's easier in this moment, because we will start imagining our fascia. So breathe out. And try to imagine a net inside of yourself. Translucent net. It's kind of white silver. Can be strong, but at the same time really elastic and soft. Let's imagine it. For example, we have it here in our head. Neck, shoulders, the torso. We have this net surrounding our organs, each organ and all the organs, inside the muscles, outside the muscles. The arms are also, they also have this net. And lower back and legs. Remember to breathe. The feet, fingers, toes, everything, every little part of our body, every little or big part, every hidden part has fascia, is surrounded by fascia and has fascia inside. And it's connected to the other parts with fascia. Let's really try to imagine only this net now, without the organs, without the rest. Yeah. We know that we have organs, we know that we have bones, and we know that we have muscles. But let's try to see only the fascia, only this connective tissue, this net. And while you breathe, without controlling the breath, the fascia is also moving. The fascia in our torso and in our belly is also expanding and contracting. Let's imagine this for a little bit. And if you need to change position, you can change position. Now, I will stand up because I think it will be more clear, but you can go on sitting or go on laying down. From the position where you are, change the weight. So if you're having asymmetrical, you are putting your weight symmetrically, try to move on one side. In my case, I'm moving on the right leg. If you're sitting, move on the right side of your popo. And if you are laying down, try to pour your weight on the right or the left side. How is it? How did this image of net changed inside? How did it change on the side that is having the weight, and how did it change on the side which is not having the weight? And come back to the center and go on the other side. How it is now for this new side which is now having the weight, and how it is for the side which is not having the weight in this moment, but had it before. And we can now try to pendle from one side, giving weight, to the other side, changing the weight from one side to the other side. With your rhythm, but with this image of net. How it is changing the shape. We are imagining it because we cannot really see it, yeah? But we use our imagination because our imagination is quite strong, and our imagination can also really be connected to what we feel, to our sensations. So we let our body give us sensations, and from there we create our image. So now bring also your lower back and your popo into this movement of keeping weight on one side or the other side, and let's see how the connective tissue on that place is changing. Also the belly is involved probably. Then go up to the torso. You can give weight going side by side or forward and back. Of course, if you are laying down, this will be slightly different. Maybe you will have another rhythm. Nevertheless, try to change the weight, pour your weight on one side or on the other side of your body. And see how the image of this net is changing. And now let's put also the shoulders inside. They will probably move. Who knows if we can really put weight or not. Now we can go from one side to the other one, or we can also just move in 3D and see what's happening. And if you need to move also the head, for example, move also the head and see which sensations are coming from your body, head, neck, shoulders, torso, forearm, the legs, feet, toes, and create your image of your connective tissue. Now let's put also the arms inside, yeah? Also the arms are moving in the space, 3D. Maybe they have weight, maybe they don't have it. Maybe they're just moving 3D. And we have an image of connective tissue of our arms and fingers. And now, let's say that one arm is going in one direction. Let's keep it one moment, this position. And how do you feel? How is it changing this net inside the body? And relaxing, try something else. Stay and then come back. If I'm compressing my connective tissue, or if I'm elongating my connective tissue, and in which place am I contracting and in which places am I elongating, and how is it changing? Do I need to change place? Do I need to move in the space? I have a net inside which is supporting my movement, but it's also telling the head what the toes is doing. It's telling the finger what the popo is doing. It's telling our torso what the head is doing, the belly. Everything is connected. So how do we move and how do we feel? And so how is the image of our net inside? And slowly come to an end. Breathe out. Remember to breathe. And let's come back together. Okay. Oh, how was it for you? For you who are live and for you who are seeing this recording. So let's also talk about bringing this movement practice into your daily life. So of course, it's good to have a moment in the day where you decide to take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever you have at your disposal to explore it. So really staying in the breath and feeling this expansion and contraction of your body, but imagining it as a connective tissue, as a net which is everywhere. And then, okay. And then you can go into the exploration as we did now, maybe a little bit faster you can also go, or you can also go deeper, yeah? And then during the day, you can try really to bring this image of net, which is all around your body, or all around inside and all around your organs and systems and etc. cells everywhere. And to bring this image so that, yeah, you when you walk, for example, try to think, but with this net, my toe is connected to my head. Look, my left shoulder, when I'm walking or when I'm standing, is not connected to my belly or to the other finger of the other hand. So really trying to bring this image of something that is inside us, like a net really, that is bringing a connection between everything. It's an imagination. It's not, we cannot really see it. We could see it, in fact, if we, for example, eat meat. When you cut, for example, a piece of chicken or something like that, you will see the connective tissue. But in ourselves, we cannot see it because it's inside of us. So unless we are surgeon, and so okay, then we are doctors, we look inside people's body, that's different. But for who is not, and it's let's say doing another kind of job, it's difficult to see our own connective tissue. So we have to imagine it. Maybe I will post some images on the Facebook page so that you can see, in fact, how it is, and you can bring inside you this image that that is you. And yeah, so breathing, feeling the expansion and contraction, imagining that there is a net. And while we are walking or while we are having our normal things, daily life, like washing the dishes, walking, cleaning the house, doing our jobs, whatever, imagining that we have this net, and when we move one part of our body, seeing how is connected to the another part which is far away, for example. We can feel this connectedness, and we can also not feel it. It doesn't mean that we have to feel for sure, but we can just imagine and see if we can imagine this net, just imagining, and see if we move one thing and the rest is also moving. But this is something quite advanced. Imagining is something that we can do. There is a comment. Somehow it is hard for me to imagine something that I hardly know of, but the moving is nice. Yeah. So I guess I will put some images so that at least you can have a correspondence. You can see something, and you can bring this image into you. And yeah, and the moving is nice because probably you were really trying to imagine this connectedness. And even if we don't have an image, but we are putting the intention of connectedness, then anyway, it's working. Anyway, we are moving with the fascia, strangely. We don't need to do everything that is said, but anyway, the intention is also bringing forward what we need to do. And I'm not sure if I want to see the inside of my or anybody. Yeah, true. I mean, yeah, that's why we are not doctors. Yeah, maybe. Yes. So for today, it's all. I thank you all for being here live or in the recording. And I wish you a really nice and nourishing movement practice for this week. The next weeks, as I said, I will be on holiday, and to nourish myself and my family and to honor our holidays, I won't be live here. on this Facebook page, and you won't see, yeah, but also on YouTube. But I will try to be present. I will post something that I will prepare before so that we can really enjoy our holidays. So for today, it's all. I really wish you a beautiful week, movement week. Try to move from the inside of your fascia. We are all connected with our fascia from the very point of your head to your toe. So goodbye and see you the next time.